Hey, it's Alyssum, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of one of the methodologies that I use for creating some compost that many people don't think about. I have done this before on my Instagram feed, but I thought I would just post it as a video. So when I am done with clothes, this is actually my boyfriend's a sleeve from one of his shirts that ripped last night, and so we checked and made sure that it was organic material. It's 100% cotton. And so that means that it can be composted instead of just thrown away, which is a really great way to make sure that it sees the best, I don't know, gets the most use. We can use it for nutrition, fertilizer kind of stuff. That's what compost ends up being. So you can also use it as a rag too. This one is actually, I don't know if you can see, but you can see through there that it's kind of threadbare, so it's not the greatest rag because whatever you do is just going to squish right through it. So I think it's better for the compost rather than for using it as a rag. So what you want to do first is cut off all of the edges. You want to make sure that there's no like double stitching, or like where there's the seams, that kind of thing. That's what you want to cut off to make sure that, that part's just going to take a longer time to disintegrate in the compost, and so you want to make sure that it's as easy as possible for the compost to get going and become soil. Usually I do this on a cutting board, like a rotary cutting board, and it makes it really fast and easy, but I know not everybody has that, and plus I just moved, so I don't have that easily accessible, so I'm just using my fabric scissors. But yeah, so first thing is cut out the seams. You can kind of rip it off, and then cut off the cuffs. And what I do is just throw away the cuffs and the seams, but you know, if you have a large compost pile and you know for certain that even the fibers that they use to do the sewing are organic material, then it's possible you can just go ahead and put them in the compost as well. Just know that you might find little pieces of this in your soil at some point that haven't finished disintegrating. Okay, so this is my trash. I have a little bit more of edging to cut off. So these things are going in the trash. And then what I have left over is just this fabric. So with this fabric, I'm just going to cut it into strips and then cut it into little inch-ish pieces. Maybe some of them are longer. This one's easy to rip. So now my little strips, I'll just snip them off into the compost a little bit at a time, and that's it. So this is what I have left over, all these little tiny pieces that are going to go into the compost and become soil for my garden. That's it. If you enjoyed that, let me know. Are there things that you compost that many people don't think about composting? Do you have any questions about compost? Leave whatever comments or questions you have in the comments. Thanks.